Meka divine, channel aligned, messages flowing beyond space and time. Spirit speaks loud, trust the design. Tap in deep, let your soul shine. Moonlight glowing, candles burn low. Visions expand, let the magic flow. Hands touch the deck, spirit takes lead. Guidance delivered, fulfill every need. Meka divine, channel aligned, messages flowing beyond space and time. Spirit speaks loud, trust the design. Tap in deep, let your soul shine.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Meka of Meka Divine Spiritual Guidance. In this all signs reading, we'll be going from Aries and we'll go all the way to Pisces. Keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot, so the messages in this reading could resonate for your past, your present, or your future. Also, the roles can be reversed in this reading, so take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. If you don't know your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, check out the link down below in the description box because there could be a message in any of those natal chart placements just for you. All right, y'all ready? Let's get into it. Hey, how y'all doing? Happy hump day. I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. And look, we are going to be doing mini reads on Friday. I know we've gotten a lot of people inquiring, so this is the time. If you want to go ahead and get your spot, please go ahead and pre-book because these spots will be filling up really fast. It's been a while since I've done a mini read live, and I want to make sure that those that are really anxious to get their messages at close to the free 99, it ain't totally free, but it's going to be a very reasonable rate, and it's very highly accurate, and it's going to be very detailed. You don't want to miss out on that opportunity to get your reading, though. Seriously, it does sell out fast. So if you're interested in getting a mini reading, go ahead and book today. You will get your question emailed to you. So after you book it, check your email. That's where you're going to submit your question, okay? And then it'll send it to me. I'll have it ready to go. So when I go live on Friday during that all signs reading after Pisces to do your reading, it'll be already ready to go. You won't have to ask the question live. And it's just a great way for my subscribers to be able to get a reading from me for a very reasonable rate. And it tends to be one of my most popular options on my website, including my emergency readings and my video call readings. But I know everybody can't afford those. So this is a way for you to get your questions answered. And you can ask any question you would like, but if you would like more than one question asked, of course, you would have to book more than one. But don't miss out on this opportunity. When I do these mini reads, it's totally a pop-up. So meaning it only happens when it happens. Okay. Um, Not only that, I thought I wanted to do this reading exclusively for our soul tribe, but I think everybody would like to kind of know what's coming up in July. But sit tight, soul tribe. This weekend, I will do exclusive video for you all. So hold on to the anticipation, soul tribe. You got something coming your way. But one of the perks about being a soul tribe member for this reading that we're doing Friday is all soul tribe members, meaning members of the channel, will be able to get a free yes or no question answered live. So if you are a channel member, get your yes or no questions ready, because when I call it out and say, okay, Soul Tribe, drop your questions on that live, you ask me your question and I answer it for you for absolutely free. So that is a perk of being a member of the channel. Some other perks about being a member of the channel is that you automatically get a free personal tarot reading for joining the membership. It is only $9.99 per month. And not only do you get a free reading, you get 10% off anything on my website. You get exclusive content only for members, member shout outs, and of course, exclusive member only chats when those become available. So you don't want to miss out on all of that. I think I'm one of the very few readers that give so many free stuff away. I practically just become a big charity case at this point, but it's all because I want to be able to help so many people. So, but of course, I have to be able to be mindful of my time. As you guys know, me coming on to do these readings just about every day does require a lot of energy and a lot of time. So I do ask for you guys to support what I do. And if you would like for me to do a personal reading for you, really look into this mini reading option here. It's very affordable. It's only $22.22 per question. All right. Enough about that, guys. Y'all ready to get into this reading today? Man, who we got here? We got Miss Lisa. Hey, Miss Lisa. Good to see you. She is our amazing mod for those that don't know, that's new here. She is so helpful, very informative. She will answer all of your questions and give you all the information on what you need to know about our live today. I see that we have Miss Sierra. Hey, twin. She's here saying happy new moon to everybody. Happy new moon. We got Toya. Speaking of Soul Tribe, she's a member of our Soul Tribe. Good to see you, love. Good to see you. Potato Head is here. Hey, Mr. Potato Head. Awesome. Good to see you. Nomi's here representing for the Leo gang. It's been a minute, Nomi. I'm glad you're back. It's good to see you. And we also have Mia here. Hey, girl. I know she's ready for that Gemini read. So, yeah. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm not going to hold you guys. We're going to first start off with Aries. Any Aries in the room? I noticed that we have reds here representing for Team Aries. Any other Aries here? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Okay, we have Kiana. Hello, Kiana. Welcome. Good to see you. Okay, so everybody's talking about this new moon. So, for those that don't know what the new moon is, I just want to talk a little bit about that before I do start. Um, it's really important to set your intentions. A lot of people believe that when we have a new moon, it's time to begin to manifest things that you want in your life. So, you need to be very intentional with what your intentions are going to be set for. Okay, it's a very sensitive time, and this can be related to your love life, your career, your money, your family, your well being. But it's also a time for introspection. So, thoughts become things. And for those that do engage in rituals whenever we have a new moon, this is usually a time that a lot of people that do that will engage in. And for those that don't engage in rituals, it may just be a good time to actually write some things out, like get a piece of paper and create like a list of things you want to manifest for yourself, or if you want to do a vision board. I talked a little about that the other day. It's just a very powerful manifestation time. But I'm all big on staying positive and hopeful. For those that are not big on manifesting, you can always pray. Just say a prayer to God and say, God, please bless me with this, whatever it is. It's a good time to pray and manifest what you want. That's what everyone means by the new moon. So thank you guys for sharing that, and happy new moon to everyone. Let's get this reading in, Aries. So I'm going to see whatever comes out. This is like one of those whatever comes out for June. I'm sorry, for July. What am I talking about? For July, we'll look at your money and we'll look at your love life, what you don't see coming. I think we're going to do love first and then we'll do money. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries. Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What does an Aries see coming in their love life for the month of June 2025 that they need to be made aware of, Spirit? We have the Four of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. Someone that you will be connecting to in love will be very much contemplating about if they want to reach out to you or not. Because I think this is somebody that sees you as a very important asset in their life. And so the month of July will be a month of contemplation for this individual. This is someone that typically is very impulsive, very inconsistent in your life. Could possibly be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm also getting Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So yeah, I really feel like this is definitely someone that is definitely considering reaching out to you. Like I'm getting some days in the month of July, they're going to want to take action towards you, reach out to you. Other days, they're going to be like, I don't know. They do like have a desire to want to reach out to you, but then it's like what's blocking them and holding them back is considering what you guys been through in the past. They're still wrapped up in their emotions surrounding that situation you guys went through. And they also know if they were to come forward, what's holding them back is they have to be more considerate of being more generous. This feels like someone that's very stingy. This could be with their time, their money, their effort, their energy, but they don't want to lose you. They definitely don't want to lose you, even though you guys been through a lot. How does Aries feel about this person in the month of July? Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You know, you're going to still be recovering from this individual. I think you guys experienced a lot of loss. I'm getting like emotional loss for some of you guys, financial loss. And it's just very difficult for you to accept this person back because you fear that they're not going to change. They're going to stay the same. They're going to continue to play it safe, not fair. It doesn't stop you from keeping tabs on this person. I think this is someone that you honestly and truly still look into, whether it be through watching my channel tarot or getting personal tarot readings. And there's moments when you will be spying on this person and you will just be deciding like, maybe I should get out there and date again, you know? But then it's like you become very stressed and overwhelmed by these options. And then you also think about this person as well. And it's like, that stresses me out too. So what am I supposed to do, Meka? Let's see. What advice do you have for Aries in their love life for the month of July, Spirit? We have Six of Swords in the reverse and the Four of Swords. You know, you need to take more time to really honestly step back and really think a lot about the pros and the cons. Truly, think about the pros and the cons. What's going to benefit you the most? And for a lot of you, Aries, you're just not ready. I think you're just not ready. I think you need time to just honestly think about what you've been through, unpack it all, learn from those experiences so you can move forward and do better. Some of you guys are moving too fast. You're still not over this situation. And if this person does reach out to you, Aries, it will trigger you, but don't let it have you drop your guard and what you actually know is meant for you and what's not meant for you. Okay. That's for some of you. And I will say this, Aries, if this is your story, this is definitely someone that possibly was a player. So you need to keep that in mind as well. Very inconsistent in and out, and they definitely could have been exploring their options while you guys were apart. Just thought I would throw that out there as well. Okay. All right, let's look at your money. Hopefully, money will look up for you, Aries. Mr. Potato Head says, Meka, you're my favorite reader. I love that. Thank you so much, Mr. Potato Head. It means the world to me. Thank you. Appreciate it. And for those that don't know, Mr. Potato Head is a tarot reader. So it means the world to me when I get other tarot readers that enjoy what I do. It just kind of gives me confirmation of saying, yes, I'm getting approval from my peers. I love that. Okay, Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries, money and career. Money and career for the month of July 2025. What doesn't Aries see coming? The Emperor in the reverse, Page of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. You're going to be faced with a lot of challenges when it comes to your money and your career. So I think what you need to really do is make sure that you're being very wise about the practical steps that you're doing in order to deal with these blockages or these challenges in your money and career. For what I'm seeing is that some of you guys may actually be kind of doing things a bit impulsively and kind of lose control. So for those that are big spenders, be careful in the month of July. You don't really get a little reckless with your money. This is a warning message. You don't see this coming, but you're going to be faced with a lot of challenges that you definitely need to protect yourself from. Okay. These are things you're going to actually like. I can definitely see. I can definitely see a lot of you guys see a lot of things that you want to do, but don't be tempted. Yeah, you're going to have to hold back. Deep down is don't make reckless decision. I'm hearing. So if it's a career, do your research. If it's a job, do your research. Make sure that you're going towards something that's actually going to manifest some type of control. You may have to pull yourself back. I'm just getting like an Aries that wants to turn up or have fun and do a lot of stuff. Like, you got to chill out, boo. You got to chill out. You got to chill out a little bit. Y'all know what I'm talking about, Aries. You're going to see what I'm talking about in July. You're going to come back and say, oh, yeah, Meka was right. My friends want to hang out more, or I want to go do this trip and ball out, or I want to get this outfit and do this and do that. You just want to do too much. Like, sit down. So that's what I have for you. It's not everybody's reading, but I think there's something significant about getting your control back when it comes to your career and finances. Anywho. All right, Taurus is next. Any Tauruses out there? Where you at? Any Tauruses? Okay, well, look, Shay, look at Shay. She said, well, that ain't for me, but I do spend money on my house though. Okay. See, I told you, Aries. Y'all want to sit up there and be lying. You know I got the truth. Y'all need to chill out. Don't be doing too much spinning, Shay. Look, you got caught. Spirit saying, let up on that spinning. Get them fingers off of that wallet, off of that card. Oh man. It's the truth. Hey, listen, I'm an Aries moon. I got a trip that's planned. Blessing in disguise. My cruise actually got canceled, y'all, but I ended up rebooking another cruise this evening. Thank the Lord. So I'm still going on my cruise. It'll just be a little bit later. It's a different cruise. And they're giving me a free cruise. They're giving me my money back and they're giving me a free cruise. So it's kind of like, it's a good thing. It's honestly a good thing because I get some money, but now I think I can ball out. So that was telling me, Meka, chill out on the spinning. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. So I needed that message. I definitely needed that message. All right, Taurus, we got Fancy here, Stacy here, Ashley here. Okay, Taurus, I see y'all. Let's see what we got. Let's start with love and then we'll go to money. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Taurus. Taurus sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. What don't they see coming when it comes to their love life in July 2025? Well, you got some cards that's like kind of jumpy. I don't know if you see me as I'm shuffling. It feel like they're like about to pop out of my hand. My gosh. First card, King of Swords in the reverse. Two of Wands and the Strength in the reverse. All right, Taurus. This feels like the energy of someone that honestly is a bit stuck. They're a bit stuck, a bit undecided about what they want to do. The way they're looking at it is when they come towards you or they, really build with you, what is going to benefit them the most? That's the way they're thinking it through. What is going to benefit me the most? And as long as I can have total and utter control and get what I want, even if I know that it's wrong to treat Taurus like this, that's all that matters. I just need more time to figure out the approach. I need more time to figure out what I'm going to do here. Because they don't like the fact that you're showing up in this energy of pulling back, being selfish, doing what you do, being stuck in your ways. hmm They don't like it. So it's like, well, maybe I need to kind of manipulate Taurus a little bit to get Taurus to let up. They got a choice to make. Go towards Taurus and play these reindeer games or go another direction. They're kind of at a crossroads, I'm hearing. Again, what's going to benefit them the most? This feels like someone that is basically just coming in to mooch off of you, Taurus. It's very much possible you could be dealing with someone who doesn't really have much to offer, but they want you to offer the world, make them feel emotionally safe and secure, even if they keep you stuck. They're scared that this cycle's coming to an end, though, so they got to think something up quick. So this is where the Strength in the reverse comes in, where they're feeling a bit nervous. a bit nervous about coming in. And they're nervous because they don't want to be disappointed or rejected or pushed back from you. They feel like your energy is too strong and too powerful, especially considering that you may be up on game, knowing that they're just using you. And you putting up these firm boundaries by not talking to them, by not entertaining them, Taurus is really throwing them for a loop. It's creating a lot of mental turmoil in this person's energy. It feels like the energy of someone that really wants to get what they want at all costs. But they're very much mentally conflicted about how to achieve this goal. So this kind of serves as a big warning message for any Taurus out there that may still be kind of dealing with this situation. Even if you don't know you're dealing with this situation, this is someone that plans to make a return. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm also getting heavy on the air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But it could be anybody, of course. How does Taurus feel about this person? Nine of Swords, Page of Pentacles reverse. See, what stressed you out is exactly what I said. They were stringing this thing along, breadcrumbing this thing along, but not fully invested or fully committed. And then for a lot of them, they up and left, or you up and left them because it just went nowhere. Very lazy person, very unmotivated individual. And you got to look at that. You got to look at, is this truly a good vibrational match for you? Because with the Ace of Wands underneath the deck, I don't even think a lot of you guys are turned on by this person anymore. It really just stresses you out. And so you're not in a space of wanting to really entertain a lot of this. Yeah. All right. So let's look at your money now. Let's look at your money. Fancy said, yeah, he is stuck. I pulled back. So it is what it is. He did use me financially and third parties. Man. Yeah, I mean, that's this person's MO, unfortunately. I feel that. And that's so unfortunate that you had to be a part of that chaos. That's not good. I'm glad you pulled yourself away and set yourself free. Fancy. Spirit, tell me about Taurus's money, 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 money. What don't they see coming in their money and finances for Taurus? Eight of Swords, Three of Wands in the reverse, King of Swords. You want to get your money right. I think a lot of you guys are just needing time to figure out how to get it where you need it to be. I think you're trying to create more discipline surrounding your money during the month of July so you can have more abundance, more stability, more offers. Some of you guys may even try to apply for new jobs or get a new job offer. If not, you're just going to go about things a little bit more differently so your money can increase. And so I think there needs to be more clarity about the practical approaches to get this goal accomplished. That's all I'm getting pretty much here. But you guys will have the ability to make it happen. With the Queen of Wands underneath the deck, like you have everything it takes. You're confident, you're driven, you're determined to go for what you want. And look at this. I got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Things are going to come your way that you're going to absolutely love when it comes to your finances and career. I think it's just a matter of making the practical steps to see it happen. So don't get flustered. Don't overthink it. Look at y'all. Y'all so stressed out. Get out of your head, Taurus. You're going to be all right, boo. You're going to be all right. Yeah, Fancy agrees. She said for Taurus, yes, money is good. Money is good. She said after giving to that user. Yeah, don't let this get you down. You good. You good, boo. Gemini's next. And great advice for other cancers, Fancy. Y'all got to let go of these people holding you back. A lot of us don't realize how much karmics destroy your lives. A lot of times when you're dealing with low vibrational energies, what they tend to do, even if you're vibing very high, they'll bring you down to their level. And it's a soul tie. And then you end up being attached to that low vibrational space. You start feeling bad, your finances start going to crap, you start become very hostile and angry. You may suffer from health issues, not getting good rest, just really letting yourself go. And that's why it's so, so important, collective, to really attract yourself to people that are going to only inspire and lift you up and keep you doing great things in your life. If you're around energies that are bringing you down and holding you back, it's only going to continue to cause stagnation and stress and pain. And I've been there and done that. And it's such a true thing, it's such a true thing. And that's why I tell people you got to set yourself free. You're dealing with people that are not serving you. What's the point of being there? As the old saying goes, shoot, you can do bad all by yourself, as they say, right? It's the truth. Why suffer? Why suffer? Yeah, Mia says, yup, it happened to me. She agrees what I'm saying is true. It's the truth. And it's such an easy thing to do, guys, because you do it in the name of love. You do it in the name of love, but is that love? Because love is a verb. It's not just a feeling. You can love a dog. You can love your friend. You can love my channel. But a solid partner is going to be consistent. They're going to be loyal. They're going to be supportive. They're going to be motivational. They're going to inspire you to be better. Because love in a relationship is about growth and evolution. And if you have a partner that's not willing to go toward the same vision, have the same goals, have similar aspirations for the likelihood or the well being of the family or the relationship, then why are you there? Ask yourself, why am I here? What am I getting out of this? Sometimes, as being very selfless beings and very kind, empathic souls, we got to ask ourselves, why am I here? Is it helping me or hindering me? How is this person being helpful? How is this person making me feel better, do better, create more? Or is this a low vibrational person holding me back? Because if they are, you got to set yourself free. And if you didn't check out my reading, well, it really wasn't a reading, but my video I did the other day about people that are single and alone, check it out. There's a lot of good gems in that video as well, because a lot of us, we get so wrapped up in feeling so sad, especially a lot of women. We want love so bad, but we forget to love ourselves. We forget to respect ourselves, put ourselves as a priority. And then we get these raggedy, low vibrational men that come in to set out to destroy us. Fellas, too. All in the name of love. All in the name is because you believe in that person, but they don't believe in themselves or this relationship. Make it make sense, y'all. I'm just saying. It just doesn't, the math just don't be mathing, boo. As much as you love that person, the math don't be mathing. Yes. And so taking a step back, taking time alone, to self-reflect, self-love, be selfish, right? Self-love, self-care, in order to allow yourself to do what? To evolve and grow to say, if my Mr. Wonderful doesn't show up at my doorstep tomorrow, I'ma be good. If they don't show up at my doorstep next week, I'ma be good. Several months from today, I'll be good. You gotta find self-love, and the rest will fall naturally. You gotta see it for what it is. Because a man that's toxic, a man that's a narcissist, ooh, they sense the vulnerability in a woman that don't love themselves. They sense the vulnerability of a person that's a people pleaser. They sense the vulnerability of a person that's desperate, that's willing to do everything possible to keep the relationship alive, to keep the marriage going, to make sure that they don't lose out on this relationship. In the name of what? Abuse, lies, cheating. And that person sits back, laughs at you, talks about you, cheats on you, and you sit back being a good, decent human being because you're settling for someone who is not your vibrational match. And this happens every single day. I do a lot of readings. I did a reading tonight. And I will say in a lot of my readings, we got to stop being the person that is not allowing ourselves to choose our vibrational match. We're choosing bottom of the barrel dudes, bottom of the barrel girls. And you notice I'm saying dudes and girls because these are not grown, mature, relationship ready individuals. They're not ready for all that. But we're trying to force it to fit. Why? Because they look good? Because they told us a bunch of sweet nothings? Hell, I could do that. But when the real test is when it's time to put in that work. You see what I'm saying? That's going to be the indicator right there. So check it out, guys. Check out that collective reading I did. Well, not the collective reading, y'all, but I do have a collective reading I did that may be helpful. But I'm talking about my single and alone video I did when I was walking when I was walking my dog. I think it was yesterday, y'all. So I'll drop a link to that for those that missed it, that want to check it out. For those that are single and alone and need that message, it's so many great jewels of information. And even in that video, y'all saw it. Just by me stepping outside, walking my dog, I got approached by a guy, a very handsome guy, doesn't look married. You see what I'm saying? Because I exude high vibrational, feminine, confident energy. And so when you're in that space and that aura, you can be at the Walmart. You could be taking your dog for a walk. You could be doing whatever, your everyday activities, doing what you do. And then there you go. When you least expect it, the person that you wouldn't expect would show up does. Now, I'm not saying I'm dating that guy, but I'm just giving an example that it definitely could have been a love connection. Just like that. So don't lose out on hope, guys. I know that a lot of times as a collective, these readings seem doom and gloom, but what they are is a reflective piece. It's a form of therapy and spiritual evolution so we don't repeat these karmic cycles and put ourselves in the trance of the spells of the manipulator, of the narcissist, of the toxic individual. Because sometimes we get such in a trance and we believe that that person is something that they're not. And we got to wake up, take the rose-colored glasses off, get from under their spell and see it for what it is and be willing to walk away. So I'm going to timestamp all of that jazz for my TED Talk for the day. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that for those that took a chance to listen to it. I always enjoy helping someone out there. Some of you guys enjoy it, some of you not so much. But you said he is the one. I don't know. We'll see. He was very handsome. That's what she said. She left me a comment. She said, there you go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see him around. He lives right down the street, a few houses down the street. Yep. He sure was about to break his neck talking about, "Oh, you live at that house?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, okay." And look, I was calling the little flower bush red, and but it was really pink. And then I was calling his dog a girl when it was really a boy because I was so nervous, y'all. First of all, I was thrown off because I was on the live with you guys, and this guy comes and approached me. And I'm just like, what in the world? And he was not letting up. Y'all heard it. I said, oh my gosh, that was crazy. I think so. I hope so. I really like him. I just hope that he is not the type of person that, is really married and just doesn't wear his wedding ring, because some guys nowadays, it's very common. You notice that a lot of married men are not wearing their rings. That's crazy to me. When I was married, I kept my ring on. Even when I was separated, I kept my ring on. I didn't take my ring off until, I knew it was no turning back from that marriage. But I was big on that, and I would want my spouse to keep their ring on. So I hope he's not married. But enough about me, y'all. Let's get back to the reading. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa says, I like it, Meka. You out sharing your daily life with us. I don't know if I can be a blogger, y'all. But when I take you guys on the cruise with me, I may do some videos to share what I got going on, especially since um, I'll have probably a lot of downtime to film and stuff. So, like I said, we going on this trip together, y'all. Get ready. We going on this cruise, boo. All right, Gemini, let's get it. Let's see what we got. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini. Gemini's sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's going to be connecting with Gemini in July 2025. What don't they see coming with this person? We have the moon, we have the nine of wands, and we have the sun, the star in the reverse. This is somebody that secretly is really reflecting in the month of July about this relationship. And it feels almost like they're really struggling. They're really struggling because this is somebody that typically tries to not really be in tune with their emotions. I'm getting someone that just kind of like works like crazy, focuses on their career. They're just not really in tune with their emotions more so. They're just kind of like, it is what it is. Let me go to work. Let me go about my day. But something triggers this person to really think a lot about this relationship. Tell me about this hangman in the reverse. I mean, the hangman here. Okay. I think they're thinking about how they're feeling the loss of you because I feel like a lot of you guys may have left the connection and they want to make a return with the Eight of Cups in reverse to the Hermit. I'm getting off and on. I'm getting some days they want to return, and then others, especially with this Eight of Cups in reverse and then the Hermit, some days they want to return, and then other days it's like, no, I want to be alone. So this is like really talking about somebody that's truly a Knight of Wands in reverse. I'm getting when things get overwhelming or frustrating between you two, they run off. I'm getting a very like easily triggered person. What do they really want with Gemini? Let's get down to the nitty gritty because this person is kind of in and out, in and out. I don't know. I don't know. Something that's going to benefit them. So if they got to play games with you, be manipulative, Like, this is somebody that's very like, how can I put it? Childish, highly manipulative, highly childish. When they don't get their way, it's like a get back game I'm getting this person plays. Oh, you made me mad? Okay, watch this. I'm gonna do this to get you upset. Or I'm gonna do this to make you jealous. So it's like someone that just wants to come in, I feel, to just benefit off the relationship aspect, but yet still deep down like to live a life of singlehood, right? Again, another player card. Secretly, they want to live a life of singlehood. What really bothers them is what you say. I think you talk a lot about to this person about how much it stresses you out, the fact that you're not getting what you feel like you deserve in this relationship. And as a result, it really makes this person want to put up a lot of boundaries because they're like, listen, like, I'm not about to do all that. So, whatever you're asking, they're thinking about it, but it doesn't mean they want to change. Yeah. And around we go. It feels like this is what you've experienced with this person all the time, always putting up with someone arguing with you, being very difficult to work with, coming across very selfish. And in this person's eyes, if you guys were to reconcile or come together, they honestly, truly would feel like it's not going to work. They feel like at some point, even if you guys were to be friends, it wouldn't work or manifest into anything more than just let me get what I can get. I want to look at this page of pentacles. What is this offer they're considering offering you? Okay. Again, get what I can get because I'm immature, codependent, and I know like whatever Gemini wants me to do, I'm not going to do it, but as long as I can get something out the deal, I'm cool with that. That's not going to work. I don't think that's going to work for you, Gemini. Okay, how does Gemini feel about this person? Queen of Cups in the reverse, the Judgment in reverse, and the Two of Wands. I think a lot of you Geminis go back and forth about this relationship because you don't want to recognize it for what it is. That there's some level of codependency going on in your space when it comes to this relationship. So you got to honestly be careful with this, Gemini, because what I'm noticing in your space is that you're lacking self awareness, that you need to really look at it for what it is. This person is not changing. It'll be very tempting when this person comes back, but it's all in an attempt to get in your head. They're definitely going to possibly say some things to you that's going to trigger you. And hold on, you said the audio's coming in and out. Can y'all hear me better now? Can y'all hear me better now? So you got to be careful, Gemini, with this because what I'm noticing is this person will come in and tell you, Gemini, let's work on this. Let's see how it's going to be if we were to get back together. That I'm going to change. They may tell you a bunch of stuff, but it's all to get in your head. That's how I feel. And because you're going to be in a space of feeling like, man, I don't want to be alone. I really still, are very emotionally vulnerable. I may give this person a chance. So it's going to cause you to be like a little mentally conflicted on what to do. And I want you to just be wise about the choice you make. But I'm getting it here that this person is coming in with the intention to not fully invest, to still just kind of give you breadcrumb energy and, not give you what you need. I think you want more than what they're going to give you. But that's up to you, Gemini. Okay. This person could be, I have Pisces, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Libra, Gemini. Could be anybody. Could be anybody. Mia says, I told him that he wasn't going to be in and out with me. So pick a side. I told him I wasn't the right woman for him and I didn't want to be his friend or his roster. So I left. And I mean, radio silence, all cap. Okay. That's what I'm getting. They're going to treat you with the 3 of Cups. I'm feeling like they're going to treat it kind of like casually. Even with the Page of Pentacles, it feels like they're just going to give you very bare minimum, Gemini. So Mia is absolutely correct. That's what I'm getting. Like someone that's not going to truly pick you and say, yeah, let's get serious. Let's settle down. Like they're not on that time. Seriously, they're not. For a lot of you, it's not everybody's story, but it's going to put you in your head and you got to really think about how this person shows up. You know, if it's your reading, because this is the one that was in and out. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's look at your money, Gemini. Money, money, money. Spirit, what doesn't Gemini see coming when it comes to their money and finances for the month of July 2025? We have the moon. We have the 9 of Swords. And we have the Justice. All right. So I think there's a lot of you guys that are feeling intuitively guided to kind of like be a little bit more careful with how you're spending your money or going about things with your career. And it's because I think there's been a lot of stress surrounding your finances, your career, your money. And so I think you're doing exactly what you need to do in the month of July. You're being very wise. I'm getting with holding back. I think a lot of you guys are going to be a lot more disciplined with your money, saving. I'm getting just doing more practical things that are going to help better your finances. If it's some of you guys looking for a new job opportunity, I think you're going to be very selective and you will definitely find some type of breakthrough of what you actually want. But don't let any of the stress, the anxiety, the tension, whatever you're experiencing right now in the month of June with your money hold you back in the future. I think you're very wise about what you're going to do. Just continue to like come up with that plan, whatever that plan is, to kind of continue to kind of focus on holding back, pouring into yourself, saving, all those different things. I think you're taking a practical approach to be more safe with your spending and with how you're going about things. And that's good. That's a great thing. So that's what I got for you, Gemini. Let me know if it resonates. We moving on to Cancer. And before I get to the Cancer read, I just want to reiterate, like Lisa's been saying in the chat, guys, y'all gotta like the video. Come on now. Please like the video. Your girl has been working hard on these lives, and it only takes a couple of seconds, and it's free to like the video. So if you guys can do me a big favor, everybody that's watching, make sure you hit the like so that way we can get more amazing, beautiful souls to come on in and be able to get these readings today. So thank you to all that have decided to do so. Much love to each of you. Much love. All right, so we're about to go to Cancerians. Do we have any Cancers in the room? Don't forget, guys, that we're doing mini reads on Friday. So if you would like to be added to the list, don't waste any time to go ahead and book your reading today. And we will do your reading live on Friday. Okay, if you want to know how to get added to the list, I'm about to drop the link into the live chat. You can also find it in the pinned comments as well. Any Cancers? Any Cancers? Taylor's here. Coco's here. All right. Happy Cancer season to all the Cancers. Happy birthday. My son is a Cancer. And so is my mom. So a happy Cancer season to all of the beautiful, loving Cancers out there. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancerians. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about what doesn't Cancer see coming and when it comes to love in the month of July 2025. We have the Hierophant in the reverse. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Page of Swords. All right. So what I'm noticing, Cancer, is that you're dealing with someone who is not really on the same page as you. This feels like someone that is not thinking traditional, okay? This is someone that likes to exude a lot of power and control in their relationships, and they do this through calculated manipulation, okay? It feels like somebody that is an energy you're familiar with. You guys do have history, and this is their way of trying to get you back because they feel like there's a disconnect right now when it comes to you two. Like you're almost pushing this person away and they don't like that. Tell me more about this Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, it's really hard for this person to do anything other than what they're used to doing. So, whatever it is that you know this person to be about, whatever type of lifestyle this person has lived while they were with you, it feels like they're going to continue to do this, but they may not be honest with you about that when they come and approach you. That's what you don't see coming. The reason why they're coming towards you is because as they're spying on you, keeping tabs on you, seeing what you're up to during this separation or breakup, it's causing them to have a lot of sleepless nights, be very sad. I'm getting really struggling. And they want to come back to their family. They see you as family, they see you as stability, they see you as a very good option. Some of you guys could have been married, lived together, but just be at odds at this moment. Tell me why the Nine of Swords. What are they upset about that they're seeing with Cancer? You know, they're seeing that you don't want them. You prefer to just kind of support yourself, pour into yourself, and that makes them feel like a loser. lame, rejection. It just makes them beat up on themselves and really feel undesirable like from you. How does Cancer feel about this person? Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And then we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. Why the Three of Cups in reverse? Oh, okay. You don't trust this person. You look at them as a player or someone that's in and out at the least with this King of Wands in reverse. I can definitely see why you're holding back from this person, Cancer. It seems as if this is someone that you just choose to stay away from. And you're standing kind of firm on that because of their behavior. You feel like if you were to go back to this person, it would only be another karmic cycle. This person would possibly do the same exact thing you've seen them do before. So that's, there we go. The lovers in reverse. You don't feel like you can trust them. You're not talking to them. You're not dealing with them. And that's how you feel. Yeah. Some of you could be getting attention from others in the month of July at the least. I don't see a lot of you guys possibly in another relationship because you're still thinking about this person. But I do see you still getting a lot of attention, not only from this person, but other suitors, especially since it's your birthday month. A lot of you guys definitely could be getting a lot of attention. This person could be, we have an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, as well as Taurus and Scorpio. Could be anybody, but that's the main energy. Let's look at your money now, Cancer. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancerians' money for the month of July 2025. What do they see coming with their money? We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, the Devil in the reverse, and the World. Some of you guys are living beyond your means. Be careful with that. I think you need to really kind of like really work on not overdoing it. I think some of you guys are overspending, you know, just kind of overindulging. And I think it's because it's kind of become a bit of advice for you at this time or in the month of July. It feels like a lot of you guys are struggling maintaining control of this during that month. Like the spending is going to get kind of thrown out of whack a little bit. So be careful. I think a lot of you guys are doing the deal of, I may not have the money right now, but I'm going to throw it on a credit card, pay it back later, or, you know, like spending money you don't have before you get it, something like that. If this is a career situation for some of you guys, I think you need to kind of go back and look at some practical steps before you go towards something new, or you're going to regret it. So I think it's just going back to the basics and just really being careful with what you're creating in your life, because you're creating more burdens that you're going to regret later if you're not careful. All right, that's what I have for you, Cancerians. Be careful with the spending. Leos are next. All right, mighty, mighty Leos. Any mighty, mighty Leos in the building? Don't forget, y'all, to hit the like, show your girls some love. I would really appreciate it. DP is here, representing for the mighty, mighty Leos. You're welcome, Coco, for the Cancer read. You're very welcome. Nola gal. So Nola girl, are you in New Orleans? A Nola girl, Coco. If you're in New Orleans, that's where I'm going to be going out on my cruise. I'm going to be leaving from New Orleans. So I love New Orleans if you're there. New Orleans is cool. All right, let's do this, Leo. That vape on me, Leo rising. I heard that. Daily, represent for Team Leo. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What doesn't Leo see coming? When it comes to love, we have the Strength card in reverse. That's your card, but it's in the reverse. Oh no. We have the Six of Cups. And we have the Tower in the reverse. All right, Leo. So the person that you're going to be connecting to in July, I can definitely see how this person's really struggling in this month. And it's a lot of fear within them that they have, like fear and insecurities that they're struggling with when it comes to making the appropriate changes to have you in their life. Okay. It's very clear you and this person have a lot of history. You guys could have been married together, living together, just having a lot of history here. You guys are very much well established. This is not somebody new. And the reason why they feel like it's so hard is because this person could be entertaining some type of third party. Okay. Entertaining some type of third party that they found to not really be hitting on nothing. Okay. They're not really too happy with this third party. And to be honest, when it comes to this third party, they're trying to move on from it, but they may not want you to know that. Okay. Yeah, they don't want you to know because if you know, they're thinking it's possible this thing won't work. So it's very hard for this person to come forward and make this thing work because their biggest fear is that the tower is going to keep falling. More issues are going to unfold, especially if you know what they're up to. But they definitely do want to revisit this relationship and work on it. That's what you don't see coming because they are very disappointed in the choices that they've made. Truly. I think this person does have a lot of love for you and they see you as somebody that um, they don't want to disappoint. I'm seeing that here. They don't want to disappoint, but they also feel like there's going to be a lot of challenges ahead if they were to come forward. So if they do come back, which a lot of you guys, you will hear from this person, they're going to be very guarded and they're going to kind of like only do so much when they come back. Why is this person so guarded? If there's anything you can share with Leo, yeah, guilt, secrets about this third party. For some of you, I'm also hearing it's not a specific person, it can be multiple people. It just depends on how toxic this person was. Okay. The devil card in reverse, baby, they got some demons that they were really struggling with here. What about Leo? How does Leo feel about this person? We have the Justice card, Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So the way you feel about it, Leo, is very clear. You want this person to be a fair partner. You feel like if they come back, they better come correct. You don't want someone to just give you some breadcrumbs, some BS offer, play games. You want them to be um, someone that's going to come in without any drama. But deep down, you know what you feel? You feel like they're just a page. And you feel like they're just going to give you just something very small. Yeah, being you feel this has a lot to do with them being selfish, self-serving, codependent. They need you more than you need them, and they look at relationships as too much work. I think this is somebody you've dealt with in the past who's shown you who they are and you just don't trust it. What is it about this person Leo doesn't trust? Eight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The fact that they always go to, well, Leo is not going to give me enough, or Leo's going to hold back. Like they almost have some issues with your independence, you focusing on yourself, you pouring into yourself. They expect you to do more. It's almost like this is someone that has a lot of negative mindsets and they always end up like running away from the connection or something. That's the way you see it. You see it's like this person's always running because they think so negatively. Hmm. But definitely be looking out for this person. Definitely. DP says, yeah, he wants to, but I'm done. He has too many issues he doesn't learn from or complete. Emotionally unavailable is not for Leo. And your money is effed up. Nah, not doing it. I heard that. I'm going to be honest with you, Leo. You're definitely dealing with an insecure individual and someone that's really battling some demons. That could be a lot of things. You know, the devil card speaks of materialistic. It can be money, it could be drugs, alcohol, corn, any vice this person struggles with. Women, men, be the player, what have you. And they're trying, but it just may not be good enough for you. Your person could be, I didn't tell y'all the signs, my bad. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Could be anybody. That's the main ones there. All right, let's look at your money, Leo. See what we got going on here. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo's money for the month of July 2025. What don't they see coming when it comes to their money and finances? Okay, Three of Cups. Excuse me, y'all. Two of Cups. And Ten of Cups in the reverse. Wow, a lot of emotions here. My goodness. uh, some of you guys are going to be hanging out too much, drinking, partying, just entertaining or just like getting together with friends and family. Like you're going to be doing a lot of that more, but be careful. I'm also getting some of you guys drinking a little bit too much, partying. Some of you guys be like, I don't drink, Meka. Well, it ain't for you. I'm just talking about like this partying lifestyle. I'm just getting a Leo that's outside, whether it be with friends, family, just overindulging, enjoying yourself. And it's hyperactivity. It's all over the place. And the reason why this is problematic is because I think it's definitely going to be fun. It's something you actually enjoy doing, but it affects your finances and it affects you achieving your goals and having things turn around in your favor. Okay. So be careful with this energy. I think that it's all fun and games until you have to deal with the repercussions afterwards. It's like the person that goes to the club and they get the VIP section and they be like, turned up, all drinks on me. You know what I'm saying? Then they wake up the next morning and like, oh man, I had a wild night. Why did I spend all that money? But you had the time of your life. That's just an example. I'm not saying you guys are drinking, but it just seems like the month of July is going to be a very fun and exciting month for you. And, just be careful with the partying or getting together with friends, family, or other people. I'm just getting other people. And when I think of that and I see these cups, I think of like drinking, partying, having fun, turning up. Oh. So why does Leo need to know this? Yeah, because really at the end of the day, um you need to kind of really think about yourself. Like, I think you're being so giving and serving of others and having fun with others and doing for others, but it's like, how is this helping you? It's going to kind of like not lead to the type of happiness you want in the long term. It feels like for the short term, it's fun, it's great to spend and do all this stuff with all these people and stuff. But then when it comes to actually the repercussions of your actions, you're going to be left high and dry. Yeah, and it's gonna feel like you're giving to everyone else. That's what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. You're giving to everyone else, but you're left with not much. But it was fun in the moment. So yeah, hold back, pull in reverse, hold back, hold up, Leo. Some of y'all may not see it now, but it's coming in July. So it's a good warning message for y'all. All right, here we go. We got Virgo next. Any Virgos here? Virgo, Virgo. Don't forget, y'all, to smack that like button, pop those hearts, show your girls some love. Let's do this, Virgo. Let's do this. I heard that, Mr. Potato Head. Virgo, the beautiful virgins. Where you at? Or handsome. Belly. Representing for Team Virgo. All right, let's do this. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about what is coming towards Virgo in love and romance for the month of July 2025 that they don't see coming? Seven of Swords in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. And the Knight of Wands. This person is really kind of like honestly thinking about what is the best move now that Virgo has this guard up. They feel like you're very guarded and got them blocked or holding back from them. And they don't like that. Whoever this person is from your past, this Knight of Wands. I think the reason why you have this guard and boundary up is because this person could have been very deceptive to you in the past. And it was too much stress for you to deal with. So why is this person coming up with these new approaches? Because you guys are not talking to them and they want to get your attention. They feel like their current approach isn't working, is not causing you to drop your guard and let them come back. So it's like, hey, maybe I need to try a different approach. At that point, there's possible, it's possible Leo will say something to me. I got to do something else. So what is this reapproach? What is this? Okay, Knight of Swords in the reverse. Very impulsive movement to try to save this relationship before it comes to an end. You could be dealing with someone who just really doesn't know what to do. Like they're very impulsive, like here today, gone tomorrow, in and out. Like I'm getting like swift communication. So this person may do something subtle. They may text you and be like, hey, or what up, or good morning, beautiful, good morning, just something very subtle, just to kind of like see how you're going to respond. It's going to feel kind of like a temperature check or something. And just to make peace is going to be like their olive branch to extend to you. But the problem with this person is, I think they don't even know like how to make it right. Like they're just coming in doing whatever just to see what's gonna actually stick. When you're dealing with someone who's a Knight of Wands, more than likely there definitely could be a possible player that really struggled with making the decision of what they want and was very overwhelmed with this decision, and will still be overwhelmed with this decision. They just don't want you guys fighting. They want you to, make peace to them. Excuse me, make peace with them, give to them again, show them you care again. All the things you used to do, like, hello, do you not understand? I still want this. I'm starting to somewhat see from your perspective. Why is this person coming back? What is their goal here? I feel like this person's just making a reckless move. What do they want? Okay, they're still undecided about you. King of Wands reverse, that's still a player energy, y'all. They still want to come in and go as they please and hold back from you. So beware, Virgo. It's right there. Okay. I told you it feels like somebody all over the place. Lord. All right. How does Virgo feel about this person? Page of Swords in the reverse, Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. You're scared to take action towards this person. So what you do instead is you just stalk them. You may get readings on this person or watch my channel to see if you can get some messages on what's going on with this person. But I think what you're trying to do is see if it's worth reaching out to them or talking to them again during this month of July. But you're also fearful of them not being cooperative. But they're still a part of a lot of you Virgos that still possibly want this. So please be careful. What advice do we have for Virgo with this? Ace of Wands in reverse, Two of Wands. Be careful with making your decision. You may need more time to think about this. I think Spirit is not giving me an answer on what to do. I think you need to use your own discernment, possibly because they know Virgo's going to do what they want to do regardless. But yeah, be careful. Be careful with the decisions you make, okay? All right. The person you can be connecting to could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm also getting a lot of fire here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. A lot of fire, a lot of air. All right. Let's look at your money. Let's look at the moolah, baby. Money, money, money. Spirit, tell me about Virgo's money. What do they see coming when it comes to their money and career for the month of July 2025? We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, Six of Pentacles, and we also have the Four of Swords. So what I'm getting from this energy, Virgo, is for a lot of you guys, a lot of you guys are going to go back to the basics. I think some of you guys are going to consider possibly like doing things from your home, working from home, or focusing on, just spending more time at home. I don't know what that means for some of you guys. It feels like a hermit mode energy. Definitely give me Virgo vibes. Just going to work, coming home, minding your business. Some of you guys may want to work from home though. I'm getting that. Yeah, it's where the love is. That's where you feel more at peace. It's like, okay, go back to what it is my comfort zone. And the comfort zone for you is your home base. I think the way you feel about it is you feel more in control when you're in a space of solitude or where you're focusing on yourself and focusing on your own security and not being so wrapped up in having to give or do so much for other people. So I can definitely see where a lot of you guys are just definitely going to focus on spending more time just going home and just not doing a lot of stuff in the month of July. Yep. I can also see where some of you guys with this Four of Swords to the Knight of Wands in reverse to the King of Wands, some of you guys could actually like delay any type of passionate pursuits. So whatever your thing is, like say for example, if your passion is to go towards a new job, a new career, a new hobby, or a new relationship, I can see a lot of you guys kind of like delaying that and spending some time to just kind of relax and just kind of be patient. July is a month of being patient and just, yeah, taking your time in this new phase. I think a lot of you guys are in a transitional phase of loving yourself again, and it's going to pay off. I'm hearing it's going to pay off because I think like going towards the unknown is scary. So you're going to what you're familiar with, which is being alone, not really hanging out with a lot of people, not doing a lot of stuff, just focusing on you, boo, going back to your peace and making your money. I got it. All right. I heard that. Potato Head says Virgo works hard for their money. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Libras. Let's see what we got. Virgo, let me know if it resonates. Any Libras in the room? Any Libras? Don't forget, y'all, to like the video. Show your girl some love. Don't forget that I will be doing mini reads on Friday. So if you're one of those people that's been dying to get a mini read from your girl, guess what? I'm doing it live on Friday. And it's always a good idea to go ahead and book it in advance because once these spots fill up, they fill up. And they are currently only 22.22 per reading, which is a great deal considering I don't give y'all fluff. I go deep. I definitely go deep on these readings. So definitely take advantage of them and see what messages are in store for you. And you can ask any questions. 22.22 per question. You can book as many as you would like. All right. Let's see what we got for Libra. Hey, Sharon. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Libra sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What doesn't Libra see coming when it comes to love and romance for the month of July 2025? Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. July Libra is such a beautiful energy for you. And this is why. It's because you're really just honestly pouring more into yourself. That's what I feel. I feel like this is a month of self worth, self growth, self empowerment. creating more peace and change into your life where it's going to be drama free, not a lot of issues. Anything that may have been holding you back by karmics is going to be released. And I think you're going to stay busy, keeping your head down, just focusing on your work and your money and your stability and improving yourself. So, will you actually attract someone? Maybe not necessarily long term in the month of July, but this is like a very empowering month for you when it comes to the energy you exude. Because it's like you facing your fears, any limitations, any self limiting beliefs, anything that held you back in the past. See, you're just going to spend time alone to work on this stuff. To many, you may seem kind of withdrawn, but it's really just kind of like protection because you don't want to be hurt. Is there anybody that's going to be coming towards Libra? If so, Spirit, can you tell me about this individual during the month of July? Ooh, there you go. That narcissist y'all trying to avoid. That toxic individual, that massive manipulator, beware. Ugh. Yeah, the one that pisses you off. They know that you're upset at them. Some of you guys will still get this person coming in talking about let's be friends. Beware, they're still operating out of this manipulative energy, guys. They're not really coming up in your reading today. And that says a lot to me about how far you're going to be going in your own personal transformation journey, where I don't think you'll be focusing on this person at all. But in the shadows, there is still this person considering reuniting with you. And with this Three of Cups energy, it's going to take a little while before they make that reunification happen because they know that you're upset and they know that they've disappointed you. And even more so because you're pulling your energy back. Some of you guys will have this person blocked, or you will have it in a space where it's very difficult for this person to penetrate you and get you to respond. And you're just in a space of healing. And this person is going to lose a lot of faith that they can work their magic, but they're going to try. They're going to definitely try. All right. That's what I have for you, Libra. Let me know if it resonates. All right. I'm going to have to step away for just a second, guys. And then when I come back, I'm going to do Scorpio. I need to get some water. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back. Thanks so much. All right, y'all. I made it back just like that. Sorry, y'all, about the interruption, but we're going to get right into Scorpio. I love what Sharon said about the Libra reading, which is so powerful. It's probably one of the best readings of the night, actually. Sharon says, got the boundaries in place now, Mika. Moving up. Yes. Thank you so much, Mika. Good night. God bless. Good night and God bless to you, boo. Yeah, yeah. We have Auburn here says, hey, Mika Boo. Hey. She says, I hope you're good. Thank you for your time. You're a true star and a blessing in my book. Thank you so much for your kind words, you guys, and sending you all much love and light for those that are here. For those that are just now jumping on in, please be sure you guys hit the like button. It's so important to have this channel grow. We are already at an amazing group of 32,000 subscribers, but I get so many people that watch the content that don't hit the like button. And when I see that, it really makes me sad. So please, guys, show your support. It's so free to just hit like to support your favorite content creator on this platform. So thank you so, so much. Okay, let's do Scorpio now. Hey, kids. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about Scorpio's connection in love and romance for the month of July 2025. What don't they see coming? We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Oh, it's funny that I say all these fives and Auburn is saying she's an aqua 5 times. So five, five, five. So five represents change and transformation, Scorpio. That may be significant. The number five. Anywho, when it comes to this love situation in the month of July, this feels like the energy of someone that is really still wanting to make amends with you. They're going through a very chaotic time mentally because they don't know what you got going on. Okay. They feel like your energy and the way that you're showing up is very confusing, very triggering. And it causes this person to really feel like you're going to be walking away, entertaining other people, giving to other people, showing self love, self respect, abandoning them for what you want in your life. I'm really not getting the energy, Scorpio, that you are showing this person a lot of love at this time. I feel like this is somebody that you are definitely trying to avoid in the month of July, but it feels like this is somebody that's trying to get more information about you. But it doesn't feel like someone that's changing either. I think the problem with this person, the reason why they're so confused is because they're so stuck in their ways. And because of that, they get so confused and wrapped up in the idea of, well, what's going on? Why is Scorpio acting this way? Why is Scorpio pulling back from me? It's like, well, did this person take a chance to really look at themselves? Did they even think about what they got going on? Like, what are they? You know, it's like, what's wrong with this person? Scorpio, what's wrong with your person? What's wrong with them? And you up here doing your thing, and they don't like that. They don't like that. July looks like you're drinking your water. You see, I got my water. You know, I'm a Scorpio rising and minding my business. And that's what a lot of you Scorpios are doing. Huh, George? Sipping your water, minding your business. He's a Scorpio rising too. So yeah, with the Five of Pentacles and the reverse of the Nine of Swords, what's holding this person back and what's really throwing this person for a loop is, you know, they're like, dang, what am I supposed to do? They're feeling helpless. They really are. But they chose a path. For a lot of you guys, this person chose a dark path of trying to be in and out of your life, trying to be a player. I don't know what this person trying to do, but they tried it. And you ain't got time for it. Hmm. And if you've ever wondered, will this person ever change? Will they ever do better? I feel like during the month of July, this person is going to start slowing up. So if this is somebody that was typically the type of person that was always being the player, running around, being for the streets, they gonna start slowing up because they stress. They pressed and stress. And you see George and I, he said, yup. George and I, Scorpio rising, we drinking our water and minding our business. I don't know what they got going on, but sound like a personal problem to me. And it's really bothering them. You know what's slowing them up is because you're not talking to them. Some of y'all got them blocked. If not blocked, you're just not entertaining it at all. So with the Five of Swords in the reverse to the King of Swords in reverse, this person wants to make amends. But let me warn you, Scorpio, this is not a typical person we're talking about. You know, a person that has more than two brain cells would actually approach you correctly. You know what I'm saying? They would say, you know, Scorpio, I really want to make things right. Let's talk about it. Let's work through the issues. Let's talk about what we can do differently to see good, positive change. That's what a normal person would do, right? That's what a normal person would do. But in this person's energy, what I'm noticing is that if they do reach out to you in the month of July, I'm getting someone that's really going to try to use some type of mental manipulation to get you to switch your mindset and see them in a totally different light. So I'm getting someone that has a way with words. Just to see where this can go. You heard me right, Scorpio. Your person's like, we'll just see where this can go. We'll see. We'll see. What you mean, we'll see? A page, y'all. Page of Wands. Let's just see. Let's just see. And if it flops, I think I'm okay. I'll still embrace my singlehood. I want to get some more on this. What is this Nine of Pentacles here? What is that about? Oh, they're talking about you. That's what that is. They want to explore you because you're single and abundant. That's what we got. Okay, I'm sorry about this, Scorpio. This person looking at you as being the whole package. That's what that is. Look at this. Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. They like, shoot, Scorpio got it going on. Well, they just now figured this out. I mean, I don't know what they thought, but just saying, Scorpio, they a little late. They should have known. They should have known. The problem is you're single. You're happy. You're secure in the month of July. They see this. They notice this because remember, they're spying on you. They're keeping tabs on you. And what they're noticing is that you're not pressed and you're doing just fine on your own. And if anything, a lot of you guys are building a legacy, stability. Some of you guys could actually be, you know, creating something so significant to have this person feel like they're missing out. And that's going to inspire them to come forward as well. But I don't like the fact this person's going to use some type of a manipulation when they take action. Okay, whatever. How does okay, we'll take it. How does Scorpio feel about this person? You see, you jumping out. You said you could look. Scorpio done cut me off in the read. Let me don't say less. Let me tell you what time it is. Emperor, that's what you're trying to tell them. Let me tell you who you messing with. An emperor, no matter the gender. The highest court card in the deck. The one that is demanding respect, true leadership, true abundance, true stability, true, protection. You're not playing with this fool, Scorpio. This is you. You letting them know, do not come and play with me. I'm going to tell you how I feel. Don't play with me because I'm going to shut you down because I'm the emperor in this mother. Yeah, you're going to let them know. You're not going to come and play with me. And you're getting control of the injustice that this person has caused you. A lot of you guys feel like this person doesn't play fair. They don't take accountability and they're only coming back because they feel guilty, but they're still going to be indecisive. And I think this is not necessarily all you. Some of this is wrapped up in how you feel about them. Yeah, you ready to close this sucker. You done with this cycle here. And let me tell you why, Scorpio. You see this person clearly. You see this person clearly. And the reason why you see this person clearly is because you're not a page. You're an emperor. This person is a page. They're very childish. They play too many games, being in and out. Like, there's no comparison. How you going to compare an emperor to a peasant? Like, it just don't make sense. And so you're like, I'm convinced that there is no real solid foundation being built here. That's how you look at it. You waiting for the results. The results you're trying to see is how can we build a empire? I'm an emperor, so I need an empire being built. I don't need no rocky faulty foundation. You want something more significant that this person just is not capable of providing you. And that's something you got to look at. And I think you're going to see it clearly in the month of July or sooner. This person's been wasting too much time thinking. If you want to know why they haven't reached out by now, they've been thinking. They probably still thinking right now as we speak. They're going to rub their two brain cells together to come up with a master plan to try to get you to drop your guard. They think that you're kind of dumb and you're going to fall for their trap, and nobody got time for that. Okay. All right. Let's look at the money, Scorpio, because you already know what it is with that. You already know what it is with that love situation. Just a warning message for those Scorpios. Don't drop your guard. They're running game. Don't let them run game on you, boo. Don't let them run game on you. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpios money. Money, money, money for the month of July 2025. Money for the month of July 2025. What do they see coming? Five of Swords in the reverse. The Hermit in the reverse. 10 of Wands. I really feel like for the month of July, when it comes to your money, you're really going to be working on getting yourself back to a stable place. I I think for the month of June or previous months, you probably done a little damage. I'm getting some of you Scorpios been doing a little bit of damage when it comes to spending lately. And so I think the month of July is going to be a month of you just kind of like really working on that. Yeah, really working on building your money back up. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. Planting seeds so it can grow and blossom. Okay. Planting money seeds so it can grow. So you may have to like disappear for a little while from the scene. Some of you guys, if you guys are out and about doing a lot of stuff, you may have to kind of like pull your energy back, and people gonna be like, where's Scorpio at? What's Scorpio doing? Trying to get your money back up. Trying to get your money back up, because you do know like it's a weakness of yours. It's a weakness of yours to spend for some of you guys, but you gotta be very clear about this weakness that you have so you don't get into a bigger hole. Now, if this is a career reading for some of you guys, I think you will be fine. I think you just need to make sure that you're very clear about what you want before you make any decisions. Yeah, the message is be careful, Scorpio. Be careful, Scorpio, with some bad decisions. If you don't change, it's not going to end well for you. So some of you guys are just not doing things that you're supposed to when it comes to your spending. So just be careful. Be careful with that. All right. Yep, that's what I'm getting. Some of y'all are shopping addiction, correct? Shopping addiction, eating out, all that stuff that you're not supposed to do. It's not good. It's not good. All right, here we go. Saggy is next. Potato Head says, my Pluto and Scorpio resonates with this. Awesome. Awesome. Barb says, Saggy's next. Thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all hanging out with me tonight for this long read. I feel like this is a long read. We are already almost 2 hours in, and I'm only on Sagittarius, y'all. I think it's because I did my TED Talks. I was talking so long. It made this reading a little bit longer than I had hoped, but it's all good, y'all. We rolling. We having a good time. Let's do this. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Look at y'all. Y'all so sweet. Is it Celia? Celia? I hope I said it right. I will butcher your name. Just cuss me out if I said it wrong. You said, Meka, I just love you. You are my guru now. Seriously, I just love your aura. Oh, I love you too. Thank you so much for making me smile today. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, Saggy Wadgy, let's do this. Let's do this. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that is going to be connected to Sagittarius and love and romance for the month of July 2025. What doesn't Sagittarius see coming when it comes to this love situation? King of Cups in the reverse. Page of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse. You know, Sagittarius, I think the person you're dealing with probably got some really bad advice from someone that end up ruining this relationship, or is going to make this relationship worse. And this is causing a lot of stagnation in this um, reconciliation. Let's see, what is this person getting that's causing this King of Cups in the reverse? What is this? Yeah, I think whatever they realized people were telling them, they need to not listen to them anymore. So I'm getting someone that may have went to family, went to friends for advice on this relationship dynamic, and it ruined this relationship. That's for a small portion of you. Others, it could just be by example, the way this person was raised, the type of ways they viewed relationships growing up. It just ruined this whole relationship, I'm hearing. And this person wants your forgiveness. Yeah. So it feels like someone that's going to be like not listening to anybody else and totally isolating, alone, alone, alone. They're like, I can't deal with anybody right now. Can't deal with anybody. Yeah, I can't deal with anybody. I think this person was so concerned about giving to so many people, listening to so many people. This is like a people pleaser or somebody that just can't make up their own decisions for themselves and for their own life. Very immature person. I think they go to a lot of people for advice. And then with this Eight of Cups in reverse, like during this isolation alone, I really feel like this is somebody that honestly and truly looks at this connection with you as a bit of a challenge. Because I think for them, they don't know what to do because they're a page. A lot of spine, lot of lurking, but not taking a lot of action because they're scared. This person has lost all faith in a lot of people, I feel, at this point. And they know that the advice they got to be manipulative towards you, play games, be a player, whatever this person was doing, Sagittarius, it really, truly, honestly, like ruined this thing right here. They know you are pissed. Y'all probably cussed them out, call them a few names, and booyah, 10 of swords in the back. Betrayal. Hey, my Greek, hey. Because they were being toxic. Ah! Devil card, y'all. 10 of swords, devil card. Woo! They let so many low vibrational ideas get in the way of a beautiful connection. And all they can do now is stalk you. Yeah. All they can do is stalk you because they listen to the wrong people. Yeah, CC campaign says Moon and Sagittarius, my ex is gone. I'm not dealing with him. He never would listen to me and choose a dark witch over me. And she cyber stalked me. He can lay in his bed and deal. I heard that. I heard that. Potato Head says, my ex-wife kept going to her friends. Yeah, like whoever this is, they would go to their friends, go to their family, maybe even go to karmics. Like there's a third entity this person would like try to listen to, their mom, whoever this is. It's ridiculous, man. All right, so check this out. How does Sagittarius feel about this person in the month of July? Eight of Cups in the reverse, Judgment in reverse, Three of Swords. You're very much hard on yourself, Sagittarius, when it comes to this situation. It really has taken a toll on you. But I feel like you've made an impulsive decision to get away from it, but it doesn't change the fact that you don't revisit it emotionally. It just feels like you're trying your best to stay in control of your emotions. I think it's like a tug of war of emotional turmoil because you still had a lot of love for this person, but your mind won't let you. Your mind won't, your mind reminds you of all the reasons why you need to run away and get control of the situation and rise up in your power of demanding respect so things can turn out better for you in your life. You feel like if you were to go back to this, then your life would go to the, you know, yeah, so a lot of you Sagittariuses, I see you guys going and pursuing new opportunities, new passions, new offers. I don't know if anything will stick in the month of July, but I definitely do see a lot of you Saggies dating, getting to know a lot of new people. All the while, this person here is watching you, um, feeling very hurt. They can be extremely depressed, extremely sad, and then trying to cover it up by chasing these low vibrational third parties to make themselves feel better. But it looks like these third parties ain't hitting on nothing either. They for the streets too. It look like very karmic. Very karmic. Yeah. And they're gonna drop your person anyway as well. These are people that are not gonna stick because this person's not choosing to rise up and do better. Sounds like a personal problem to me. Possible narcissist too, y'all. Whenever I get this magician in reverse, I think of a narcissist. Be careful with that. Not a term I like to use lightly, but for a lot of you guys, this person could definitely exude those traits significantly. Your person could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and Taurus, and Virgo. Just about everybody, I feel like I said, but that's the main energies right there. All right, let's roll, y'all. Let's roll. We're going to do Capricorn next. CC said, yeah, he's a narcissist. So, yep, it was a Scorpio narcissist for that Sagittarius that CC was dealing with. Absolutely. Absolutely. Potato Head says, yeah, my wife was a narcissist. See, I told y'all. Beware. Come on, Saggies, the ones that are still stuck in the rose-colored glasses trance of this manipulator. Don't get lost. Don't get lost in the reality of what it is. Be careful. Capricorn's next. Y'all hit the like button. Show your girl some love. Hit the like. Hit the like. Be sure that you guys check out my website for mini reads. If you want to go ahead and book your spot, it's the best time to do it, y'all, because once they sell out, that's it. I'm not going to be on this thing forever doing mini reads on Friday. So if you want to go ahead and get your spot, you don't have to be present at the time of the reading because you will get an email confirmation that'll include a link to submit your question as well as a link to watch your reading. So do keep in mind if you have some plans for Friday evening, don't stress. You'll still have a link to watch the video, whether it be live or the recording. So there we go. For those interested, I dropped it in the live chat. You can also find it in the description box below, as well as the pinned comments. Book it up, y'all, because once they sell out, they sell out. I can't emphasize it enough. I get so many people that miss out on this stuff, and then they ask me a day or two later, hey, are you still doing mini reads? No, I am not. So please go ahead and book it. Please go ahead and book it. Bree says, a narcissist who got advice from others, mainly his mother, and now all he does is stalk. Yep, that's correct. That's what I got. Yep. That's unfortunate, Sagittarius, but that's what I was getting. This person getting a lot of advice from a lot of people, ruin the relationship. And like I said, mother, family, friends, somebody was all up in this person's ear and setting out to destroy this connection. And they listened, and it was all through manipulation. Just know the advice was to be manipulative towards you and to use you and this and that, whatever it looked like in your situation. And they listened and they ruined this relationship. They ruined it. because they were in it for the wrong reasons to begin with. They just wanted to get one over on you. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's do this, Capricorns. We got Jen, we got Kids, we got Lisa, our amazing mind. Lisa is a happy Cappy. Any more Cappies here? All right, Cappies. Capricorn, 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 capping the corn. Let's do this. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about Capricorn's love life for the month of July 2025. Who is going to be connected to Capricorn and what doesn't Capricorn see coming? Three of Swords in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. And the Queen of Cups in the reverse. All right. So what I'm noticing, Capricorn, is that the person you're connecting to is someone that is really trying to release the pain of losing out on what they received from you. This could be somebody that really benefited out of being in a relationship with you, and they want to manifest a new beginning. This is their peace offering, a Page of Pentacles. And it's their way of saying, hey, I really desire to see where this can go. You know, I want to talk to you about having this new start just to kind of see like where you stand. They do know there's a strong possibility you will reject them, but it's not making this person lose hope. They just hate the fact that you're not being that kind, loving, nurturing person you were in the past. They know with this Queen of Swords in reverse to the Ten of Pentacles, you're upset because you've lost so much in this connection by giving so much to this person. This person wants to just kind of like make things right because they're suffering in silence without you. They're suffering in silence without you, without their Empress. The thing about an Empress, and this is you, Capricorn, you're strong, you're independent, you're nurturing, you're loving, a good parent for those who have children. You really exude wifey, hubby material, someone that's ready to settle down. You are the best option. If this person had to choose anybody to settle down with, it would be you. But because there's been so much issues with making this relationship work between you two, they feel like they're missing out on their blessing. They know what they did. They know that they ruined a good thing. And it was because this person in their mind, they thought very pessimistically about the outcome of this. They kind of blocked their own blessings because they thought they couldn't make this happen. This is somebody that lacks a lot of confidence, I feel. And so when they were coming towards you, it just felt like it started off good, but then it just kind of like fizzled out because this person psyched themselves out mentally. Could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm also getting a lot of water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. With the Queen of Cups in reverse to the Queen of Swords in reverse, this is what I'm talking about, where it's almost like they know like what you have done is not something that can be duplicated or brought back to life. Like you did enough in the beginning. And so now they feel like they're missing out. This is the energy of someone saying, damn, homie. Damn, homie. I missed out on Capricorn, my Empress. Damn, homie. They probably telling their homies, damn, homie. They messed up. They messed up because they were so stubborn and not seeing it for what it is, that you were serious. You needed them to do better. Give more. I think this was a situation about you just feeling like you didn't get much from this opportunity and gave way too much to get very little in return. So how does Capricorn feel about this person in July 2025? King of King of Wands, 10 of Swords, 9 of Cups. As devastating and as painful as this breakup or this devastating loss is to you, Capricorn, I really feel like July, you're going to feel so much more lighter and peaceful. I think June has been a very hard month for you, but July, you're going to feel so much more better that you let this person go and you start investing in yourself and holding back. You're going to start seeing some growth in your own self-sufficiency, your abundance, your stability. You're going to start noticing that you feel lighter. You're going to feel freer. You're going to feel better by disconnecting from this person. Because I think for a lot of you guys, you gave a lot mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. You gave so much to this connection to the point where it felt like you were struggling. And so now you don't know where you're headed next, but I will say being on the right track is important. And I feel like you're definitely on the right track in your love life. Now, will there be any new people coming to Capricorn in the month of July 2025? For some of you guys, I don't think so. I think you're still healing and recovering from what you lost here. Some of you guys may date though. You may date, get to know people, but I don't see you settling down with anyone serious. I think there's still a little fear, a little nervousness, like, I don't know. I don't want to be hurt again, that kind of energy. All right, let's look at your money, Capricorn. Let me know if it resonates. Cappy, Cappy, Cappy. Spirit, tell me about Capricorn's money and career for the month of July 2025. What don't they see coming? 7 of Cups in the reverse. The High Priestess. And the 8 of Pentacles. You're going to go back to your personal values and what it is you actually want to work on so you can see growth. I can definitely see like how much you really want to provoke change and progress in your life. And that's such a beautiful thing. And I can see that even in your love reading, how you're really hyper focused on being the best version of yourself. And this is shining through in this reading here. A lot of you guys may actually be pulling your energy back to go within. Some of you guys may be more in tune with God and your spirituality and just being more in tune with listening to your inner voice to lead you to this abundance. You see that? Something is calling you to something that's, going to be legendary. But I think for a lot of you guys, you got to first spend that time letting go of things that let you down. So if this past relationship took a toll on your finances, your stability, your security, letting that go and just moving forward. If you have a particular job that maybe has been a bit of a hurdle for you, letting that go and keep working on any blockages that's preventing you from recovering. But you're definitely on the right track. See that? You just got to be patient to get where you want to be. I think that's what you need to hear. July is just kind of like turning a new leaf and getting there. But you'll get there. It's just going to take time. And for those that want a new job, it's not the time. Capricorn, I think you need to kind of wait a little bit more, um, and just follow your intuition, because I think you're going to know what to do. If you want to start that new business, same thing, wait for the right time until you have the money or where you want to be able to invest in that business. Um, Again, I don't see anything that's going to lead you astray. It just takes time. So hopefully that helps somebody out there. Capricorn, let me know if it resonates. Next, we've got Aquarius. Kathleen says, sometimes I hate being a Pisces because I can't wait. Yeah, she can't wait for that Pisces read. But guess what, Kathleen? We're almost there, boo. We're on Aquarius now. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Speaking of Aquariuses, where are the Aquariuses at? Any aquas here? Any aquas? Before we start the Aquarius read, everybody, don't forget to hit the like button. Show your girls some love. And don't forget that on Friday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, during our All Signs reading, I'll be doing mini reads following Pisces. So don't miss out on the fun. It's only $22.22 per question. You can ask as many questions as you would like, but it's going to be $22.22 per question. Once you submit your payment, you'll be prompted to submit your question in your email. So check your email to submit your question, and you can watch your reading live or you can watch the recording later. Let's get to Aquarius. So we got Aqua Vibes here. We got Mr. Potato Head, who's an Aquarius. You got your girl Meka and other fellow Aquariuses, I'm sure, that's going to be watching a little later. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I think we have quite a bit of Aqua gang here that's been hanging out tonight. Let's see what we got, Aquarius, for July. Ooh, can y'all believe it's already July? That's crazy. Tina's here. Grady's here. Okay, all right. Just in time for the Aqua reads. Yeah, I do notice that, Aqua Vibe. She said a lot of the readers are Aquariuses. I do notice that. That is strange, considering Pisces is a very intuitive sign. You would think most readers would be Pisces, but it's strange. You're right. A lot of good readers that um, I've noticed are Aquariuses. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's going to be connected to Aquarius in the month of July 2025. What don't they see coming about this person? Four of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. And the Tower. Dun dun dun. All right. someone really and truly doesn't want to let you go, doesn't want to release you, but also is a bit delusional about what they have to do to make this right. And the reason why I'm using the word delusional is because for a lot of you guys, there may have been a disconnect between you guys for some time. And this person's confused why you are holding back from them. With the Ace of Wands, I'm getting a lot of passionate energy from this person. I'm getting they're very turned on by you. They may even consider like coming through. You know what I'm saying? Coming through. Can't say what I'm talking about on YouTube, but y'all know what I'm saying, Aqua Gang. Read between the lines. Coming through. They just don't know how to get there, how to get to the destination. Everything about you makes them very happy, turns them on. They really desire you. They don't want to let you go. It's like low-key obsession at this point. But it's also wrapped in a pool of regret about what happened between you two. So even though they have all of this feeling, which is positive energy, something causes them to regret their actions. So I want to see, what does this person regret doing? Why the Five of Cups? They regret not talking to you for this long. They regret not trying to fix the situation for so long. It's created more issues and more of a disconnect between you two. They're starting to begin to notice that this was not a break. This was actually a complete split. And it's causing them to realize that it actually led to you focusing on your abundance, your security, your stability. Some of you guys could actually be really doing well during the month of July when it comes to your money and your stability. I can see that. And so they're regretting that because what they're noticing is they missed out on a good thing. They missed out on a really good thing here. Painful. A lot of pain here. A lot of pain because they're realizing what they lost. And it triggers this person even more that they didn't take action much sooner. See? It's like the messages is repeating. So it kind of really kind of tells me like I'm on the right track with what I'm talking about. With the Tower here to the Two of Cups, like they suddenly realize like I got to do something to make this right with Aquarius during the month of July. So expect the unexpected, meaning you're not going to expect this person to pop up and try to reconcile and work on this relationship. But they're going to be very scared. Like their dream come true would be you give them another chance. That would be their dream come true. Yeah, that you'll let them come back and work on this. Mhm. What is this Two of Cups? What does this relationship look like if they were to come back to Aquarius? What are they trying to do here? I told you, passion. I told y'all, look at this. Ace of Wands again. I told you they want to come through, okay? Very turned on by you, Aquarius. Want to come through and offer you a love. A new relationship with passion and love. This person really like, I'm getting loves what you offer in the bedroom. That's what the card's saying. And so they definitely want to apologize and they want to tell you sweet nothings. I'm getting somebody that's trying to be like super romantic in order to get you to really let them back. Something like that. Spirit, how does Aquarius feel about this person? Y'all get ready to laugh. Here we go. How does Aquarius, I can't even get the cards. Hold on. How does Aquarius feel about this person? My card's going a little wild. Like, what's happening? Okay, Five of Pentacles in the reverse, Temperance in reverse, and the Justice in reverse. The way you feel about this person is giving you an opportunity to really improve yourself. You know, this person has really thrown you off. They have caused you a lot of pain. They have caused a lot of confusion. Some of you guys, you're like, I don't even know, Meka, if I really want to grow with this person anymore, create a relationship anymore with this person. Some of you guys are still stalking this person or keeping tabs on this person. This can be through tarot readings. This can be through actually physically going to see what they're up to. Yeah, with the Knight of Cups in reverse, a lot of you guys are so disappointed by what you're noticing about this individual as you are getting information about them. And it could be through the readings or through what you find out. And what you find out is, you know what? Aquarius out. Aquarius out. You're going to fear going back to this person, and you're going to fear messaging them because you feel like they're not going to change. And so this is where you are. Your heart's going to get ice cold, like they say Aquarius's hearts get. And you're going to be in a space of feeling like you just need to focus on your self-care more. Your self-care, your self-love, building your heart chakra up. But I will say there's going to be a lot of you Aquariuses that are going to go back and forth about this. You're not going to be 110% sure. I think there's a battle of the mind over the heart. Your mind is telling you don't do this, but your heart is still yearning for this person because you still love them, but you're telling yourself, no, I can't do this. Yeah, I need to wait for something else. Does that make sense? Your person could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Aries, Sag, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Could be anybody. But yeah, I think it's what this person says to you in July. They're going to come in, lay it on real thick, Aquarius, and it's going to kind of throw you for a loop. And you're going to be like, but wait, maybe this person really is different. Be careful, Aquarius. Be careful. Let's look at your money. I see what you said, NY Greek. I'm not even going to put that on the screen. Y'all can see it in the chat. NY Greek running out. But he ain't lying. He ain't lying. All right, let's look at your money, Aquarius. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about what's going on with their money and career for the month of July 2025. We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Star card. All right. you really feel like things are not going to be going too well when it comes to your finances. This could be like, for example, say if you're at a job, you may not feel like you're getting the type of support, or you're not getting the type of results that you seek. And so it's like you're going to really just be hyper focused on getting it better. I'm getting like an Aquarius that is, really trying to make things better for you in the month of July. It's a transitionary phase for you. So, for example, say if you have your own business, you're going to try to figure out ways to make it better. If you work for somebody, you're going to try to make things better in the workplace. Yeah, you just want things to work out. You want things to work out. You're going to try your best to get out of the pessimistic outlook or ideas in your mind when it comes to your finances. Because I think what you're realizing is that, things could be better. You just got to figure out how to make it better. Yeah. Don't feel defeated. Don't feel defeated. It just feels like a Aquarius. You're kind of feeling down and like you're a failure or something. Yeah. All right. So let's see. So, what does Aquarius need to know about this to make it better? Is there anything you can share for Aquarius? Nine of Cups in the reverse and Two of Swords in the reverse. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it, Aquarius. Um, I think Spirit is saying there is no right method or right choice. You just got to get out of this pessimistic outlook of feeling like you're not doing too well when you actually can do better. You're very smart, Aquarius. You will figure it out. Things will get better. Things will turn around. It's just kind of like one of those little bumps in the road. It'll get better. Don't let don't let yourself how can I put it without offending Aquarius? Don't allow yourself to get to a space of feeling like you got to have it all. Just take what you are getting as a blessing and take those moments as learning opportunities, but don't get beside yourself and feel like you got to get more, 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 more. Greed, it's like greed. I had the King of Pentacles in the reverse underneath the deck. So yeah, greed. Just keep learning, keep learning and you'll get better. All right, Aqua Gang, that's what I got for you. You're welcome, Aqua Vibes. We about to close this thing out, y'all. We got Pisces next. And Tina says, that's right. Aqua be putting it down. She ain't lying. She ain't lying. Any Pisces in the room? Any Pisces? Happy birthday, Moon Showers. Everybody put a heart in the chat or say happy birthday to Moon Showers. Today's her birthday. Awesome. Oh, no, it's not. It's June. Oh, June 28th. Okay. You said June 28th. But happy early birthday, Moon Showers, if I don't see you, love. Happy, happy birthday. Yay. Thank you, Mr. Potato Head. I appreciate it. Happy birthday. All right, Pisces. We made it. We made it, Pisces, to the end. I get excited when we get to Pisces, y'all, because Pisces mean I done made it through an entire 12 sign read, baby. Woohoo! I get excited. I'm like, oh, Lord, we almost done. Even though I love hanging out with y'all, y'all know these readings do drain your girl. So thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight. For those that are here, don't forget to like the video, you guys. Please like the video. Show your girl some love. I would really appreciate it. I hope Moon Showers is seeing the messages, man. There's a lot of love here. A lot of love. All right, Pisces, let's roll. Yvonne's here. Hey. You're not a failure, Aqua gang. Hang in there. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about Pisces love life for July 2025. What do they see coming? The Fool in the reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse. And the King of Swords in the reverse. Well, we got the King and the Queen of Swords. That definitely is a couple that goes at each other's throat, baby. Very stubborn, very vocal, very determined to get y'all's point across. That's what that couple is. Okay. Whoever you're connecting to in the month of July, I would say Pisces is trying to decide if they want to come towards you or not. It feels like the energy of someone that needs a little bit more information about if it's safe to approach because they feel like you're pissed off. You know, the King and the Queen of Swords is a very, like I say, it can be it can be a trip. It can be a trip. So yeah, they're definitely spying on you, keeping tabs on you to get that information that they need to know, like, where do you stand? Where do you stand? So they're basically checking in to see, like, if they were to come towards you at this time, would you accept their offer, or would you run, or would you cuss them out, or what would you do? So they're going to possibly be very calculated in their approach. They feel like you're getting away though, so you can find more peace. You feel like this relationship was very stressful, caused a lot of pain, and they recognize that you're pulling your energy back to avoid them right now. With the King of Swords in the reverse to the Three of Wands in the reverse, remember I said this person's just going to kind of like see. They're going to see. So I feel like they're going to be very wise in their approach. And their approach is, let's just play it safe, play it small. I'm thinking about going towards Pisces for a relationship. But first, I got to take very small practical steps. I'll talk to Pisces, get a temperature check, see what Pisces is going to say, see how Pisces is going to perceive it. And then from there, we'll see. Well, the Ace of Swords, they don't know. They don't know if they want to be in a long-term committed relationship with you or not. Again, it's all about like, we'll see. Interesting. So, how does this person truly feel about Pisces romantically during this time? Four of Wands in the reverse, very guarded. This is like a lot of fear and insecurity here. They're very scared that, they're going to get hurt and they're going to ruin this. So it's almost like proceed with caution. A lot of caution here. So let's see. Spirit, how does Pisces honestly and truly feel about this person? King of Cups in the reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse. And one more, Spirit. Okay, King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is all about you just pouring into yourself, Pisces. I think you're feeling kind of like you've done enough to try to make this work. And this person has triggered you significantly to start looking elsewhere. I don't think you've totally like closed the door on this because with this Two of Wands here, you don't know how to feel about this person if they were to come back. I think there's a part of you that feels um, a bit jaded, but do know, like you do know that this person has the ability to not take accountability in what they have done and really just give you a headache because they're very immature. They play too many games. You know, you've seen it all before. And so you don't know if you should close it or not, this cycle. So you're just like, I'm just going to focus on myself because I think this person's going to manipulate me. I think they're going to be toxic. I think they're going to do this. They're going to do that. So it's a self-preservation type of energy. And what advice we got for Pisces on this, Spirit? You know, really look at the whole thing for what it is, that this person really disappointed you, and really look at it for what it is. Can't get away from that. Spirit wants you to look at it for what it is. That it's going to continue to cause you more pain, just like you saw this person cause you before. So please be careful, Pisces. It's very wise for you to really look at the facts. Your person could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm also getting Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sag. Robin says, you always do beautiful reads. I guess she watched the Libra and the Scorpio reading. She says, thank you for all you do. Thank you for your kind words. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Pisces, before you click off, let's look at your money. Money, money, money. And before y'all leave, don't forget to hit the like button. Show your girls some love. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, money. Their money for July 2025. Money and career. What do they need to know? We got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. All money so far. And the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Whoa, all this money on the table. Let's talk about it. You got to come up with a practical plan if you want to see growth. Some of you guys are not really following a plan that's going to lead to long-term abundance and stability because you don't have all of the tools or the information needed to make it happen. So you may need to look at other opportunities. So what I'm getting is if you're at a current job and it feels like a dead end job or it feels like it's not going anywhere, you may want to look at other jobs. Okay. If you're dealing with a business that's not really growing and evolving, you may want to look at different approaches to make it grow. Whatever you got going on in your financial sector and your career sector, there's room for growth. There really is, Pisces. You just got to figure out what it is you want to get to the goals that you need. Because the way you're doing things is not, it's going to keep you stagnant. Don't be so focused on greed because greed won't make you happy. Don't really focus on don't focus on the money. Focus on what makes you happy through your passions. Like what gets you going every single day, right? So yeah, I think where you're at now is a bad investment. And I think that's what Spirit is saying, or you're doing some things that's not really investing any real growth or potential, and you got to look at some changes. So, what are these changes that you have for Pisces they need to look at, Spirit? Yeah, you playing it too safe, too small. There's more in store for you. You intuitively know what I'm talking about, Pisces. Whatever that is for your story, you intuitively know. You just don't want to do the work. So, y'all being a little lazy about it. Yep, because it's familiar. You're kind of like, hey, I've been doing this for so long, or this is my comfort zone. Well, sometimes you got to get a little uncomfortable to see what you want to manifest in your life. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Let me know if it resonates. All right, guys, that is the reading for tonight. What did y'all think? Let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. As you guys know, we will be doing mini reads on Friday live that all signs reading. So if you would like to get your spot, go ahead and click on the link in the description box below, or you can look at the pinned comment on this live. Also, before you leave, don't forget to like the video, because every time you hit like, it's an energy exchange. It allows me to connect more with you and for you to connect more with me. Furthermore, it tells the algorithm to send more amazing, beautiful souls this way. So don't miss out on that opportunity to do so. It's free. And also, lastly, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We will be announcing the winner for June 2025 free tarot reading winner giveaway. So you don't want to miss out on that. All right, collective, I'm headed off to bed. I'm sure you all are as well. Thank you guys so much for coming out this evening. Thank you for watching. And those watching the recording, don't forget to leave me a comment and let me know if it resonates. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Namaste.